Welcome back, class, I guess I can call you. My name is Andrew Kinney. I'm an attorney at Hogan Law Offices. I've been practicing in the area of Social Security Disability law since 1992. As of this videotape, it's 2014. This is a series of discussions about Social Security Disability law. We'll call it 201. It's more advanced. My idea is to go through everything I know and put it on the internet and put it in a way that people can understand Social Security. At minimum, it's important to understand the strengths and weaknesses of the system because if we're to evaluate the system from a policy point of view, or if you have a loved one or you are going to go into the Social Security Disability system, it's important to know that it is not a perfect system, but there's a lot more to it than people realize. Today, the last session we talked about an overview of Social Security Disability. Now we're going to talk about the application stage in particular. What we have in our firm, and other firms may do as well, is we have a lot of people that want our help, and that's great, but we have to filter people out. We are paid a quarter of back pay if someone's approved, as is typical for other firms. With this, if we don't get someone approved for benefits, there's no fee. So we make a choice to not charge out-of-pocket expenses. If you're considering getting help at the application stage, it's very important to ask, do you charge for getting medical records? Do you charge if a doctor wants payment for a form that you fill out? Do you charge anything else that I don't know about? Those are generally called out-of-pocket expenses. We don't charge it at Hogan Law, but others do. It's good to find that out. But at the application level, when someone calls in, their natural questions are, how are you paid? A quarter of back pay. Are there any other surprise payments? Anything up front, a retainer for expenses, anything like that? Also, how long does the process last? We can say it can be 2 years. They also ask, well, how many cases have you won? That's an important ethical area. Attorneys do this work and non-attorneys do Social Security work. Attorneys are bound by ethical rules. One of those rules is we can't make predictions that seem to guarantee a result. So it would be an error if anyone, when you're calling a firm, either a corporation that's non-attorneys or a law firm, it would be an error for them to say we win 80% of our cases. There's one in mind that is actually saying that now. That's wrong, because what you'll find is if some firm is claiming to win 80-90% of their cases, what they're actually doing is likely dumping clients that they don't think they can win. You don't want to be dumped. You actually want smart legal work that can make sure that if there are some weaknesses in your case, that the attorneys and paralegals are helping you shore that up, making sure that you go to the right doctors of your choice to get the right evidence that you need. The application process is roughly 4 to 6 months. It varies across the country. There's some exceptions, and again, this is more advanced here. There's some exceptions for some particular kind of impairments. It's a compassionate allowance. If there is some major cancer or major illness, certainly terminal illness, someone can be approved fairly quickly at the application stage. Just know that if you're facing a very serious medical problem, there can be exceptions to waiting 4 to 6 months. Make sure to point that out if you're going on your own applying or if you're getting help from an attorney. But at the application stage, there's different input from clients as well as us that does go into your decision. One's the activities of daily living form. It's sent to our clients. One thing I tell our clients as a lawyer is that the activities of daily living form, Social Security is asking what you can and what you can do each day, but it would be an error to fail to lay out your limits and what you can do. So the form asks what you can do. For instance, you do dishes, but the form is not very good at asking, well, how long can you do dishes? And if you can only stand for 10 minutes because of some problem, neuropathy due to diabetes, I tell my clients, be clear, be truthful, but be precise. I can do dishes for 10-minute intervals, or if they have depression, I can do dishes once every 2 weeks when I have a good day. That sort of clarity would help make sure that these forms are not misunderstood. And to be fair, these forms that you fill out as clients, and we have our clients do them, but these forms are used in analysis all the way through the hearing and beyond. So make sure that these are thoughtful answers, that they're, again, truthful and clear, but most importantly, they lay out the limitations or the bounds of your ability to do things like chores. So the application stage here, you can also, and we get input from physicians through specialized forms depending on what impairments our clients have, to draw in those limitations and to add or augment to the medical record that Social Security gets. Because the first stage, Social Security gathers the records that we help Social Security organize. Okay, Social Security is finding out where our clients are treating. We're helping them apply online, getting that laid out, getting input from doctors, and then there's a waiting period. So that's the application stage, a little more detail. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have more questions, you can call our offices at the number at the bottom of the screen. Thank you.